I just got out here. Lady walking back with her dog. But there's nobody else out here. And the problem I'm having is it just started raining. See? Not a real heavy rain, but if my sinew starts getting wet, I'm gonna leave. Not that I don't trust the pine glue, but the sinew helps quite a bit. 2 trails funnel out right there. 2 trails funnel out right over here. They've all been coming. There's tracks all through here. Just deer tracks everywhere. And I put up a stick right over there. That is my 20-yard mark for my blind, which is right here, and I'll be tucked in back there. It's got a nice window to shoot over. Block me from that side, so as they're walking out, I can kind of slowly sneak up, take a shot. And they've been crossing right here, perfect broadside. A giant fucking buck, a spike horn. I don't care which one it is. I'm gonna shoot whatever deer comes out first. It's just how it is. One thing I do when I first get to my stand or blind, all these dry leaves get out of my smoke. Because you don't want one crunch, one sound of that. They'll be looking. Added the camo because my blind, I don't know if you can see around me, we're losing all the leaves. So my blind is getting a little bare because I built it around an area where I had a bunch of leaves. So we're going to play the little bit of black wood ash on my face and try to stay very still until it's too late for them. Yep, that's the plan. Now let's just hope it goes well, because I got a real surprise to show you the drag that I made. It's actually one of the most proud moments of my life, because it was a genius design. And I think it's going to revolutionize people dragging their deer on these type of trails. Heading back. What just happened? 5:25. Beautiful daylight. 6-point buck came walking out in that field, and he was right on the edge, about 40 yards. With a crossbow or compound, I would have a dead deer all day long. With the short bow and the primitive stuff, can't do that. And I watched that deer for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. And some guy came walking around that trail corner with his dog, and the deer right back in the woods. Just walked right away. And I could hear it right at sunset, about 20 yards behind me, 30 yards, just crunching and slow stomping away behind me. So when I left there, I made sure that I tried as best as I could to walk like another deer, did a couple grunts, and I'm hoping that at least they might question and say, there's nobody out here still at this time of night. I bet I'm going to get trail cam pics tonight of that buck walking out, because he was coming right across there looking, following a doe probably from last night or this morning, and oh, those are the moments that just crush you right there. Every night sitting in that spot, having close encounters, hearing them walk through, and the night where it sets up perfect, some guy and his dog screw it up for you. But I can't complain. I've been that guy before with my dog. And I took this risk. I knew what I was getting into when I hunted this piece, because it's every day I have not had less than 5 people that I have witnessed and watched from where I'm sitting. But the deer, the one tonight, he wasn't very spooked. It didn't even run. It just trotted like a partridge into the bushes. And it went off 20, 30 yards. You could hear it stop. He let that guy walk by, and then he just slow, one step at a time, creeped out behind. So you learn a lot. I mean, I learned a lot watching this deer and just this area in general. So it's the one thing I love about primitive archery hunting is that, and I'm pretty worked up. I'm sorry, guys. That was crazy. But the one thing I love is you get to watch these animals like a ghost. They don't know you're there. It's just, if you do it right and you learn it right, it's an amazing experience. Except for when people with their dogs come walking through and screw up your 6-point buck that you're going to kill with a stone point. So, good times. Try again tomorrow. Monday night, we heading back tonight where that 6-pointer got spooked. Me and Ishi, we just dug a tide this morning, and we're getting done. Got back to the house, going out to retrieve a trail camera right now, and then do a bird hunt with him. Then we're gonna go drop him off at the house, and I'm heading up to sit in that spot. So we'll see how it goes. So out here, we're at the very dead end of one of these roads where nobody comes out. And it's hard to see, but there is, right here, a nice set of trails that go up in here. Right here, you can see it right there in front of my shadow. A beautiful worn down trail that goes right up in them woods. Nice little shooting lane here. There she is, guys. Home sweet home, right up on this little knoll, and behind it drops off. So I got my ground all cleared up. We got a shot window through there. We got a shot window down through here, which should be just about perfect for that branch gone. This is a spot on the way to it, and pretty nice. I'm sure you can get deer in here if you had a rifle or something, no problem. Fresh beaver dam. Oh, I'd love to trap it, but they don't allow it. There's so many spots I can see. So it's raining today. We just got back from a bird hunt, which we didn't see anything. And I'm gonna go out and scout a new spot that's down the road from me, because this one that I'm in, I'm burned out on it. It's the last day of archery season, and I feel ashamed about this. I am, after a lot of mistakes and a lot of opportunities that got spooked by people walking on that trail because it's just so busy. There is 2,000 acres, probably 15-20 minutes for me that I can hunt. I have permission. So I'm going to take a crossbow out today. It's raining out. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to see if I can find a spot and see how it goes. And for me, this is admitting defeat. Not so much. I learned a lot, so I can't say it was a waste of my time. I learned a lot about deer just sitting there and watching, seeing them, how they reacted to people, and how well they were at patterning people. But this is also going to turn more the video into how easy a crossbow is compared to primitive deer. And in my opinion, I mean, I don't consider a crossbow doing archery. I know you can use it in archery season, and as far as challenging, it's the bottom rung of the ladder if you're trying to climb a ladder of different challenging yourself opportunities. I'd never shot a crossbow until yesterday. One arrived in the mail that I ordered. I assembled it. I put the scope on, sighted in with a couple bolts, and within an hour, 50 yards, I can just dump the center of the target, no problem. That does not happen when it comes to even traditional archery, let alone primitive archery. So maybe for a rifle hunter that only hunts with a scoped rifle sitting in a field, crossbow would be considered more of a challenge. I'll go out, shoot a deer quick with this crossbow, and at least we have some solid evidence that it's way, way, way easier than trying to do a primitive hunt, which we already know, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film it, but I'm gonna try. Meh.
I think the arrow hit a branch though. I saw a fucking branch go. Fuck, I hope it's good.
Heading out right now to get that deer that I shot last night. We looked around last night. I mean, there was guts on the arrow. It looked like a bad shot. I saw the branch move, and I thought for sure when that branch moved that I had the arrow deflect and there was guts on the arrow. But it turns out it was hit exactly where I was aiming, right in the lungs, and just exited through the guts because it was quartering towards me a little bit. So there was no blood. Spent 2.5 hours last night looking for any sign of blood where it could have gone. Came out this morning, found it in a nice thicket. Learned a lot on this hunt. Learned a lot. Never trust the blood trail. Never give up on finding the deer. And just because you see guts on your arrow don't mean you didn't make a good hit. So I'm gonna go get this thing gutted, what's left of it, because the Yotes found it last night. I'm gonna try to salvage whatever meat I can off it. And get it dragged out here. Moment. That's where I was sitting. Right there. The deer was right here. So, here it is, guys. You can see it's pretty torn up. I'm not gonna lie, the smell is fucking terrible, but I'm gonna try to salvage at least the front shoulders, maybe some of the back straps. See what I can get. You know, one thing to hit the guts, but then to have just, I think it was Yotes, tear everything up. That was a fucking mess, guys, but I'm gonna drag this thing out. Even when they're small, they don't drag well. You might have a 3-inch antler. Yeah, look at that. Little spike horn. Meat is meat. I shoot whatever the first deer I can see. Look at this. Going right along one-handed, and it just rolls. I might try the other direction though, instead of pushing. It might drag. Look, you can wheel it, you can spin it. You can just go. I am very proud of this creation. The best $5 lawnmower I have ever bought. Now let's go tag this thing and get it cut up. So we got it back home, guys. And it is a spike horn, but I mean, its feet are about 3 inches off the ground. And its head's probably 8 feet up. So I mean, it's got a good body on it. We have big deer in Maine for body wise, so I'll take it. The deer is all cut up in the freezer. I know I missed a lot of filming on this whole video. I screwed up the primitive bow thing, but it took me 2 days with a crossbow. So that's something to be said for that. Stay tuned, more videos coming, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm gonna get out there and we're going trapping. I gotta go check my trap line now. After dragging that deer out, searching for it last night, cutting it up this morning. Now we're gonna go cut up more animals. And then probably work on arrow shafts all night. So, good day. I can't complain. I mean, woke up, got a deer. That's all I wanted.